Oh, snap. We are live, brother.
Yeah.
You can see it. Yep, I just pulled it up on Facebook.
Are we just on Facebook or what else we on?
All right, we're getting ready. I mean, we would start now, but
Of course, my visual effects
there's that whole
don't work.
business of
That's all right.
putting the Raiders on the clock.
I'll keep
and bringing
Facebook
out
pulled
what
up
we
in case
believe
anybody comments or does
going to be a
anything.
group of Steelers
So,
fans' treats to come out with the commissioner to start this thing off. 6 teams have 2 first-round draft choices, and they all reside in the first dozen picks. So half of the first 12 picks of this draft will be the first of potentially 2 picks by those teams tonight. Ian Rappaport, I give you the floor on the firepower that we're seeing on the screen.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
Which I would not be
You can
surprised
barely
if
hear me?
every single one of those teams traded at least one of those picks. I want to focus in on the Cleveland Browns. I think it's been
How about
pretty
now?
safe to say over the last several days the Browns have been open to moving back. Maybe not hugely, but open to moving back. I think their needs are pretty obvious. The
How about
tackle, the
now?
receiver certainly there is some depth there, and a couple of other teams that would
How about now?
consider moving up
Yeah,
and
that
make
seems
some
better.
noise over that of the last
let me
several
turn
days.
I can
The
also
Kansas
turn
City
down
Chiefs who have been
the
looking for an edge rusher,
NFL
a corner,
draft channel
and a
here.
tackle. I think the Dallas Cowboys would be another potential team that could move up, not a huge leap, but move up inside the top 10. Maybe that is for an edge rusher like Ruben Bain.
Yeah, I'll turn it down a
Certainly,
notch. There you go.
would
Is that
not be
better?
surprised at all if we had some early fireworks, but also keep an eye on
Perfect.
the New Orleans Saints. Mickey Loomis loves to trade up prime opportunity here.
And, I'd imagine if the Chiefs are looking for a
All right.
quarterback or a tackle, they could stick and pick technically at 9. Bain might be available. That's the guy that they want to
All
stick
right,
and pick
so this is the
for an edge
first
rusher.
live
The other thing is Mansour Delane is kind of established
Is there any way
himself
that
as
you can mute
clearly the
them?
number 1 corner in this draft,
Mute
and there's
what,
a
the
drop
sound
off
on the
after
TV?
him. So if they
Yeah,
want to address that
mute
corner
them for
position,
now.
you can do it there. You might get a little jumpy and say,
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I think that's better.
Yeah, because we don't really need. I mean, all they're going to be doing is saying the same stuff we are, so we can just have that muted.
Well, when it starts, I think they're. God, I don't remember what the last one was like. There'll probably be a countdown or something, right?
Yeah. They'll. Well, you want to see what this dickhead has to say?
Who's talking?
Well, it looks like the commissioner's walking up.
Sure.
Well, fuck it. While he's starting to do his little thing, nobody cares what he has to say. So let me. So a couple of quick things. So something that was interesting today was George Pickens signed his tag. The Cowboys said that they were not going to work out a long-term deal. They said I think they reached an impasse where the Cowboys basically said, "Hey, we're not going to work on getting a long-term deal done from here on out. You're going to play on the franchise tag, and that's all there is to it." George Pickens can only be traded once he signs his franchise tag. So today, literally like an hour ago, he signed his franchise tag.
Really?
Does that mean that George Pickens has told them, "Hey, find a trade partner for me"? Are we going to see a Cowboys trade? I don't know. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun.
A trade for a bunch of first-round picks, maybe?
Not a bunch. I mean, George Pickens, I bet you can get a second. You know what I mean? Maybe a first-round pick coupled with something. I don't know. But, I mean, they got George Pickens for next to nothing. It doesn't cost them anything to say, "Hey, go ahead and get whatever."
Yep.
Who is this? Oh. So yeah,
I'm trying to. Where do I go to find us live on Facebook?
just go to our Disenfranchised podcast page. Yeah, I can see it right here. It says Disenfranchised podcast is live now. and I can see us sitting here.
Nice. But we don't have any watchers.
Nope, not yet.
What about YouTube? Are we on YouTube?
We are. Let me see YouTube. Sharing.
I'm trying to figure out how to share it.
You should be able to just share that that post.
Yeah, but I'm going to go on Messenger and just share it to people directly to them.
Just tell them to go to our Facebook.
I'm going to send it to Baldridge. See, I'm thinking I'm lagging behind. Right now they're talking about you're in Steelers country. Either I'm lagging behind or you are. Yours is. TV's already shown that. Right now they're showing a bunch of the bunch of people that are in the draft.
Let me reopen the NFL.com.
So if I go to YouTube, I'm checking out our YouTube one now. Go to subscriptions. Oh, yeah, we're right there.
Reopen the NFL.com.
Oh, we're behind.
Yeah, that's gonna have a lag though, no matter what.
Wow, but when you're talking, it's I'm checking out our YouTube one. It's got a split screen like it is now.
Yeah, because I just got out of it. I got to get back on it. Yeah. Now, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's gonna have a lag though, no matter what.
Wow.
There's two people. Yeah, because on YouTube watching us.
On the YouTube one?
Yep.
I was wondering, is that me and you?
I don't think so. Because we're actually on Riverside, so we wouldn't be on the YouTube.
I'm on YouTube on my phone.
You can quiet that though, so I don't hear us over and over again.
Yeah, but I'm on YouTube on the phone right now.
Oh, I'm not. Well, I'm typing it into it now for. There we go, live. It shows 1 live viewers. That might be you. I don't know.
It probably is me. Well, let's see.
That's all right.
Now, how many live viewers you got?
It shows 2 on the. When I click on the live stream or up in here, it says 2. So.
Well, Tyler Bridges and Section 8 Kate, they planted flowers yesterday. Oh, I gotta remember we're live. Oh, I coined a nickname for you.
Oh, the terrible towels. They got all the terrible towels going. I'm going to Pittsburgh in 2 weeks.
Are you?
Yeah, I got to go out there for a steel conference. Ironically, a steel conference in steel country. Steelers. So what do you think the Bears are going to do?
Oh, is he picking somebody now?
No, he's just giving. I don't think so. Hold on, let's see.
I didn't come alone. Defensive Player of the Year, captain, 8-time Pro Bowler and Defensive Player of the Year, T.J. Watt. And the heart and soul of the Steelers, a captain, the 2023 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward.
Take it away, Cam.
Pittsburgh, make some noise!
I take it they're in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
This is Steelers
Yep.
football. Tough, physical, and built to last.
I wouldn't
But
mind
everything we
going
do
to
today
one.
is
You know what I
built
mean?
on the standards set by the legends before us. Let's bring out the men who paved the way to greatness. A Hall of Famer, a true shutdown corner, a piece of the steel curtain, Mel Blount!
Who's that?
Now, let's talk some playmakers, some Super Bowl MVPs. Lynn Swann and Hines
Somebody
Ward.
from like the 70s. Oh, that's what's his fuck?
And now, we got to talk quarterbacks. 2 quarterbacks, 2 eras, 1 standard, Super Bowl champions, and legends of the city. Ben
Comes out,
Roethlisberger.
he's got a suitcase with a woman's body in it. Is that Ben Roethlisberger?
Yeah.
And 1 more,
Oh man,
Terry
Bradshaw.
Bradshaw.
shit, Terry Bradshaw. Got that. He's starting to get that Joe Biden look about him. Didn't know what the fuck's happening.
Yep. Yeah, that's been like that for a while with him.
Yeah, he's been getting
This
there.
is Steelers
Hey,
football.
my name's Terry.
Go Steelers.
He's reintroducing himself to everybody up there.
Hines Ward put some weight on.
Okay, these players forge the path for the next generation of stars.
I ain't saying shit.
We will welcome into the National Football League starting tonight. Pittsburgh, this is a moment you all been waiting for. Yins ready?
Imagine if this is how the Teamsters did it
The
too.
2026 NFL Draft is officially open. The Las Vegas Raiders
basically what
are on
this
the
is.
clock.
And do not adjust your seats. It
Man, actually,
is
that'd be kinda cool.
an 8-minute allotment of time for each team. First time in NFL draft history. Once
You got
upon a time,
7 minutes,
15,
45
down to 10,
seconds to go.
now down to 8.
And
the
there, you know what?
Las
This was
Vegas
going to be so
Raiders
stupid.
are
Is they're going
on
to
the
sit
clock,
there, and they already
that
have their
is
pick,
their
but
draft
they're going
board
to
in
dick
Henderson,
around,
Nevada.
just like they always. You know it's going to
Daniel
be
Jeremiah,
Mendoza.
we're
I mean, come
expecting
on.
to hear Fernando Mendoza's name. I give you the floor on this young man who can't wait for that phone to ring so he can finally smile.
Yeah, he's going from the red
I
at
do- I
Indiana
don't
on
hate
the way
that he
to silver
decided
and
to
black.
just
He's
stay
in blue
home,
tonight.
though.
It's a transitionary color
know,
tonight
like-
as he's
Did you see
getting
his
ready
mother's
to be the
hand?
first overall pick, as we
yeah.
expect will happen. You know, when you watch this guy, there's the thing that stood out to me the most was just the toughness. Like you say, football players are tough, but then you see some guys, and it just looks different. The abuse that he took, the punishment that he took early in games, and his ability to snap
I'm
right
just
back.
saying.
That to me showed his mental
And that's
and
for
physical
knowing this.
toughness, and then the clutch gene, the stuff you see late in key moments of games. That's why I use the Matt Ryan comp.
They signed
Matty Ice, he
Tyler
earned that
Linderbaum
nickname.
to a 3-year,
Now back in the pocket,
$81
feet in the ground. He can get this ball
contract.
up and out down the
There
field.
we go.
Plenty of
There we
arm
go.
strength. You want to drive the ball in wet weather in Eugene, Oregon? This out route is barely about
to
6
shore up
feet
the
off the
middle.
You need
ground.
to
It's
turn their
on money.
volume down a
Placing
little
the
bit
ball.
and turn yours
Look
up.
at these tight window throws, showing you that accuracy. Speak of for quarterbacks, talk about stand in there, take your medicine, deliver the ball. He does it, and this kind of capped off his career.
As low as it
And
goes.
brought a national championship, which
There you
still
go,
seems
right there.
crazy to stay, to the Indiana
Better.
Hoosiers.
Can you hear
That's
just a little
what
bit?
Fernando Mendoza is.
Yeah,
And
he
you
was
call a
quiet.
ton of his games,
Why
Big
am I
Noon on
quiet?
Fox, I believe, 4 this year. You mentioned in our pre-draft
Shouldn't
show.
be.
What did you learn about Mendoza?
Well, I learned that he's a competitor. He's all about
Yeah, turned all the
process,
way up.
and that once he's on the football field, he plays his best.
I think you're just being
moments of the
overpowered by
game. That's
the
what I saw
studio.
time and time again from Fernando
Probably.
Mendoza. Is that when he needed to be great, he was at his greatest. Late in the game
Well,
against
it's gonna be
Oregon,
interesting
wet
to
weather,
see
like you
what
said,
happens with
DJ.
Max
These are those
Crosby
clutch
now.
throws that you mentioned.
You know,
That's a
'cause
back shoulder throw to
obviously
Elijah Surratt.
he
They win the
failed his
ball game. Big
physical,
Ten championship,
you know what I mean?
up by 3. Barely over 2 minutes left. It's third
And
down.
that's-
You know
can't
what's cool?
pump the
I went
football away.
on-
What do you do? Up and over
I
the
went on
top
one
to
of them
Charlie
and I
Becker.
fucking-
That was a beautiful throw there. How
I
about
put
driving the
hello
length of the
stud
field
nothing
inside of a minute,
on
down
either
4
Facebook
after
or
the ball in the
YouTube,
end
and
zone
it came
at
up
Penn
here in
State.
our
The place
chat.
is going crazy. Omar Cooper didn't get his foot down.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Uh-uh.
This guy was absolutely
Down in the
exceptional
bottom
in
right
those
corner
moments.
versus
Andy's got
people
the
in
experience
chat.
to back it up. You look at this century. Every
I see
quarterback
chat.
that won a Super Bowl this century, he's averaged about 34 starts and 1,100 attempts in his college career. That's exactly what Mendoza has done. He's got those 71 touchdowns. That's why I believe he is perfectly suited to come in and lead an organization for a lot of years to come, and hopefully for Vegas to a Super Bowl.
It looks like somebody's on the phone having a good time with John
I'm not a
Spike
Raiders
right
fan,
now.
but
And this is how we are probably
goes
learning
to the
it's going
Raiders,
down. Kurt Warner is
does
with us
good,
right now.
is a
Kurt, I
solid
learned this fact
quarterback,
when you were
that's
kind
gonna
enough
be
to appear on my show today that
Yeah,
a young
I wouldn't
quarterback,
mind-
as he was getting
I wouldn't
set to
mind
play
seeing the
for
Raiders
Cal
do
before
all
he
right.
went
I'm
to
not a
Indiana,
Raiders
reached
fan
out to
either,
you and
just
showed up at your
because,
house to work out.
you know,
His
they're
name is
kinda one of
Fernando
those teams
Mendoza. I
that
had no idea, sir.
they had
Yeah,
one
he
good
did.
season.
And
And,
the beautiful thing about
you know,
him then,
like, all they
is
do
the
is
same
talk
Fernando
about it.
that we see
Chicago
now
Bears.
is a
But,
young man that's passionate
you
about
know,
the game, that wants to learn, that wants to grow.
Did you
wants
see
to
the
be
Bears
great. The guy's talking
kind
about
of
all
told
the things. There's
Illinois to go
certain
fuck
things that I
themselves
look
today?
for
Did you see
I
that?
think Can
I
transfer
did
to the
not.
next level. And the
So
first thing is
Illinois
accuracy.
passed a.
He stands out with his accuracy. A lot of
I'd
times
have to look
tall,
it up,
lengthy
but
guys
Illinois passed
struggle with that part of it. He's
package
very
for him.
compact. No matter
And
where he's throwing the
Chicago
ball
basically
on
told
the
him, like,
field,
yeah, you
it
need to
is
come up with
going to be
something. See,
accurate.
he
I
didn't
love
actually do his
decisive
face like
quarterbacks.
that. That's just what it
Plays
looked
these
like from
guys
huffing
did.
all the paint
The ball
fumes.
comes out. He knows where he wants to go with the football.
He didn't mean
He's
to
got
have his
great
face be
control
like
of it,
that.
and it comes out of his hands. And then, of course,
You watching
both
the video?
guys talked about the big
Yeah.
game gene, the big
But,
moment gene. He's going to a place with the Raiders
so-
that have an owner that had the best big
Yeah,
game gene that we've
basically,
ever seen in Tom
Illinois
Brady.
kinda
He's
came
going to
up
learn a
with
lot
a,
from him. But if he can
package
transfer that to the next
got
level,
into the
he's
Chicago
got a chance to be a
Bears, like,
superstar.
you know,
And all
Indiana's
great
package
points
is
by
better.
all of
And
you.
you know
And
what?
don't
I hope
forget when
that
we're talking about that
Illinois
mental
is
and
stupid
physical
enough to
toughness, how about resiliency?
jump on it.
Because
Oh, the first
Joel,
pick
when
is
you were
in.
showing those
What do we
plays,
got? What do we
something had
got?
gone wrong in all of those games when he came back and got those big plays done. And then
It's
when
a
the game's
defensive
on the
end.
line, you don't want to kick a field goal here. You
How
want to
funny.
try and
That'd
put
be
away Miami on
fucking
a
hilarious.
5
That would be the
quarterback
most
draw
Raiders
called
move
by his head coach,
in
Kurt
the
Cignetti.
history of
He didn't just get a
Raiders
first down. He paid it off and gathered a national championship for the Indiana Hoosiers. No, he didn't hit a 3 at the buzzer. He hit a 6.
One criticism of this you hear as well, it's a lot of RPOs in this offense, and how's that going to translate? You can cut through that by looking at all the 3rd and 7+ throws and watch him in the red zone. He was outstanding on those 3rd downs,
Where's
and then
that
the red zone.
UPS
I don't know if
looking
this is
present
good. Over the last 2 years,
Or owner,
38
rather.
touchdowns, no picks. That seems pretty good to me.
Oh, they're all cheering.
You know, it doesn't throw 50-50 passes like we always hear about. Oh, this wide receiver's great in the 50-50
They are cheering because
Receivers
we
didn't have to do
sucked
that.
so
He put the ball in
fucking
the proper
bad
place to
that we
Kurt's
get
point
the
on
number one
accuracy.
pick.
It was more like 60-40, 70-30.
That's
He
how
always
fucking
levers the
terrible
throw
we
in the
were.
proper spot.
Well, the pick is in. As a matter
And
of
even
fact,
as
it's the
terrible as
first
we
of
were, we were still
257
able to
picks.
get
They
this
took
nice
257
new
seconds
stadium.
to the second
Yep.
to put this pick in the hands of the commissioner of the National Football League to come out
Vegas
and give us this announcement. His first pick 20
That'd be
drafts
an
ago,
interesting one. Let's
announcing as a commissioner, was announcing the Raiders
I'm interested
taking
about that.
Jamarcus
Raiders
Russell first
selection.
overall.
He's
Here comes the
walking out.
commissioner with the first overall pick of his 20th draft as commissioner. It is the Raiders choosing who we expect a new quarterback.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
Fernando.
And the celebration is on in the Mendoza household and party. The first
How many
Indiana
swings do you
player
give
drafted
that?
Cleveland Rams drafted Indiana running back Corby Davis first
You got
overall
3 out of 3
in
swings.
the 1938 draft. So a Hoosier is going first overall in this draft. Mendoza joining a franchise with a piece of ownership owned by the only other quarterback to have a 16-0 record in a single season. Tom Brady back in the 2007 regular season. Mendoza with 16-0 winning it all this year for Indiana. Daniel?
Yeah, if he wants some guidance, he can just
much-
walk a few lockers away and talk to
yeah,
Kirk
check.
Cousins and get his advice. And if you want some more advice, why not take the stairs and go up there and talk to the greatest that's ever done it? He's also got a quarterback or a head coach who has a background being able to work and develop quarterbacks. I think he's in a perfect spot. And Linderbaum was brought in free agency. He's not going to have to get on the field right away with Cousins there.
He's coming
They're
into a
they're in a
pretty,
good spot with Fernando Mendoza.
So
decent
Raiders
setup
fans
there.
loving it in Las Vegas, Nevada at the
Las
draft
Vegas,
party.
wherever the fuck
Meanwhile,
they're at now.
in South Florida,
Las Vegas.
Taylor McGregor is standing by with Fernando Mendoza.
Oh, we got another chat. Who's chatting with us now?
Well, thank
Oh,
you so
Peyton
much.
said,
In the last
"Fernando
5
better
months,
not go
you
to the
have won the
Raiders."
Heisman Trophy, a national championship, and now you're the first overall pick in the NFL draft. How have the last 5 months changed your life?
The last 5 months has been such a blessing by God, and I can't thank
Well,
him
he
enough.
definitely is.
I'm just looking forward to get to work, prove at the next
They have
level.
an
College was
ESPN person
fantastic.
at
I'm
his
so
house
blessed to have that
waiting.
career, but now I step into a great
enough.
team, the NFL. Look forward to proving and earning it every single day.
You're going to the Las Vegas Raiders. What excites you the most about this opportunity?
What a great organization,
Oh, man,
great
here we
legacy.
go.
There's so many great teammates. I'm looking forward to talking to
$750
coaches,
million in public
owners.
money was
I'm
approved
ecstatic
by
for the
Nevada
opportunity.
lawmakers,
Congratulations.
backed by voters via a hotel tax.
Congratulations to the Mendoza family. Thank you, Taylor. Ian Rappaport will give you the last word on this before we turn to the rest of the draft that we know nothing about.
Rich, certainly this does have the Tom Brady seal of approval. Brady flew in for his top 30 visit. Loved everything about Mendoza. Do not expect him to play early, though. Most likely scenario for the Raiders, Kirk Cousins is their starting quarterback to begin this season. Clint Kubiak believes that is the way to have long-term success. So likely Cousins early and hopefully throughout the season.
All right, now it's time for the rest of the draft to start.
Not one
Pretty
playoff
much.
game since
You,
20.
Fernando.
I would mute them. I would just mute that until
He's a
he
complete
walks out
mystery.
for the thing.
Fuji, the general manager, has handed the phone over to Aaron Glenn.
And then I'll just mute it.
About to-
Yeah, there we go. What's up, though? What do you need? Well, bro, like, you started, like, just talking to me like it was...
Holy shit, the pick is in.
Uh-huh. That was quick.
What do you think they're going with? Running back?
No, they just did running back. I'll bet you it's, well, they just did Geno Smith. I bet you it's another quarterback. 'Cause they got Geno Smith.
Draft
but they're
upside
gonna
is
go-
probably
they're gonna go
Arvell
with,
Reese.
with
So
the
do you
other
want to
team's
draft a
quarterback.
player for the
That's my
future,
guess.
or do you want to draft a player for next September? I
Because
think
Geno
that's the
Smith's not a
question.
Well, the
long-term
pick is in,
option.
and again, to give
You know
you
what
an
I
idea
mean?
of how fast this first round is going to go.
He's
Arizona's already
I'm going to
30.
go running back from Notre
And
Dame.
there could be a trade in the offing. We don't know because
know,
as soon
man.
as the Jets
I mean,
make the pick, Arizona and the rest of the league
Jets
is
just
alerted as to
did
who is
that early running back. Was it last year or the year before?
We're waiting for the
They've
first
got a-
mystery of the
they've
night
got
to
a
be
young
settled.
running back.
Yeah, and it's ironic they're making a pick, and they're hoping that this pick can help
Abby
them
just said, "What's up, brother?"
the entire season without an interception.
On our chat.
It's more pass rush.
Hello
That's not
there,
just
Abby.
a coverage issue, and that's what this pick is going to be meant to address.
And what
Abby
were they
who?
in sacks last year?
31st.
I don't know.
There
Abby
is a
normal.
direct correlation from the front. With the pressure enough, the back is under siege.
Yeah, so
I wish it told us what it was coming in on, like
overall.
Facebook or
and the top 30 visit being
What's up,
canceled, we'll
brother?
find out if that really did have anything to do with their choice. That could have just been in the oven. It's baked. The
He's a
cake's
clean
fully
kid.
baked.
David Bailey is
I bet you
graduated
it's,
from Stanford,
right.
and there's
Book of
no
Faces.
issue. You don't need
Graduated
to really.
Stanford in 3 years.
They already went to the pro, visited with him at the pro day, but it was a big story. So we'll find out.
And the Jets are choosing 16th overall. They might have been using their top 30 to figure out that.
here he comes. He's walking out.
Second overall pick, the
And
first
owe it all
question mark
to
of this
you.
draft, and the domino effect.
Eddie might stop
that
by
will
and just
tumble
bullshit.
The minute we hear this name,
Yeah.
We are about to get it from the commissioner. The Jets' second overall pick of this draft is...
With the second
That's kind of the
pick
nice part about doing
in
it
the
like this. is it's
2026
not,
NFL
you know,
Draft,
It's just
the New York Jets select David Bailey, linebacker, Texas Tech.
okay.
So they do
This,
take
that's
David
kind of dumb
Bailey.
because this is a deep
out of
edge
Texas
rush
Tech,
draft from what I was
second
reading.
overall. So much for that
Like,
top 30 visit
you
being
can get a
canceled.
good
They
edge rusher.
probably knew this was going to be
Look at the head on that guy.
What
Right.
do you think this means, Daniel?
Well, they want guys who can get off the ball quick and do it in a hurry. Darren Mucci came from the Denver Broncos. When you look at their edge rushers, Nick Bonito was 5th in the league.
He's kind of undersized for the size of his
Jonathan
head.
Cooper was 7th in the league in fastest get off.
Oh, is this him or is this an
guy
AI
walking to the
bobblehead?
stage, trust me, he's going to be running to quarterbacks. He can get off the rock.
Joel made a great point about, are you drafting for September? Or are you drafting for
man.
September's hints, right? Look, we all know that there's still upside for David Bailey, but this Jets team was so bad last year.
All right, I go
you
ahead
got
and
to
mute
start
that
looking
shit.
confident right from the word
Yeah, see,
go.
I can't hear it. So you
David
gotta tell
Bailey
me when that's getting annoying. I'm gonna crack open a window. It's getting hot in here already.
That's a big ass hat. Dion's Daily Dose is live now also.
Oh, snap.
I'm going to get him all excited. I'm his first watcher.
Oh.
I should chat on there. Boring. Fucking get back on.
Oh, be nice to Dion. He's our buddy.
We got 2 likes now on our YouTube. Here, I'll make it a third.
Sorry, I was just moving it so I can see better off this side. For David Bailey, what's it like to have the biggest head in the fucking NFL?
Yeah. If that was me, I'd be like, you think that's the only big head?
Ah. So I don't see any of the likes on the thing. I gotta refresh it, I guess.
How does it feel to...
One like.
How does it feel to get drafted by the worst team in the NFL? It's not, it wasn't the worst team last year. That was the Raiders, but the Jets have been the worst team in the last 10 years. He's like, what do you want me to sign? What do you want me to sign?
Where do I see the live stuff here? There we go.
All right, who's Arizona taking? They got 2 minutes. They're all
Actually, Arizona's probably quarterback because they let little guy go.
Little Murray go?
Well, Murray go. Murray go.
I'm going to say they're going to be the quarterback from Miami.
Yes. That's.
Or what does Michael Irvin do? It's from the U. It's from the U.
What does Michael Irvin do?
You got to do that and then go.
Oh man.
They hired Mike LaFleur as their head coach. Is that what it said?
Yeah. Matt LaFleur's brother.
Yeah, the guy that Jacoby Brisket 1-11 as a starter. They're definitely taking a quarterback. It's got to be.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Or are they going to bank on being the worst team and try to take Archie Manning next draft?
We already know that there's a couple of people trying to do that.
When is Dallas' picks coming up?
Yeah. See when they don't trade back. They might trade back.
Think so?
I don't know. I mean, we don't really have any like crazy needs, you know? Like we could use another offensive lineman. Tyler Guyton kind of sucks. This is, he's only a couple years in, but he hasn't really been doing shit.
Well, how many years has your quarterback been there?
Prescott's been there for a while. He's one of the older quarterbacks in the NFL now. So do you? Yeah, but this isn't the draft to do that. Not at 12. Not at pick 12. I would hold on.
No, I think you could pick up a decent quarterback at pick 12 and have him sit back there and learn. Why not?
Because there's nobody else in the like who would you pick it then after these ones?
Well, I don't know what quarterbacks are out there, but there's got to be somebody that's worth a fuck.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's somebody, but not that's worth the 12. We need a more immediate need. So, if we got George Pickens, it's probably not gonna stick around. Then we're gonna probably go wide receiver. I'll bet you.
All right, what's Cardinals doing? Quarterback?
Yeah, we're saying quarterback here.
You can go to sound now if you want.
What's up, pussycat?
With the third pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Jeremiah Love.
All right.
Running back, Notre Dame.
So the Cardinals go offense, and they take arguably the most talented player in this year's draft and a dynamic running back off the campus of South Bend and bringing him to the NFC West.
Caleb Williams,
to do battle
worthless.
in arguably the
Who's
deepest
Bears fan 68?
part of the NFL pool out there where the defending Super Bowl champs reside. Daniel Jeremiah, your thoughts?
Well, this is a team last year that was equally bad and boring. They're going to be excited when they put Jeremiah Love on the field.
That running back from Notre Dame. I mean,
there's still more work to do. We'll see what they do with the rest of this draft. But when you watch this young man on the field at Notre Dame,
you got to go and try to get.
Sit down and
you don't want to reach
feel
for
his speed from the very first play. You talk about an athlete. How about how loose and explosive he is? He's able to make people.
They're like, look what he did against Pitt. Ooh, spin move. Okay, you're still going to have a shit quarterback. So that means Arizona is still going to be shit.
Yeah. Well, we got that Notre Dame pride with the rainbow. You got to be careful putting the word pride and rainbow together.
Caleb Williams is worthless.
I said that. That's what I just said. I said, oh man, who's Bears fan 68? I don't know about worthless, but I'm not. I mean, I don't. Into shit line. Yeah, that too. You ain't wrong.
And a shit line.
Yeah, he's right. Like the Cardinals don't have any sort of offensive line. I mean, they're going for a big piece. Maybe they're going to try to build for the rest of the draft.
How is Jeremiah Love, the most dynamic player in the draft this year, going to do with their shit line and no quarterback? Is he going to be a fucking scattaboo?
A scattaboo?
He's going to kill it and then, broken leg.
Well, I think
just because he's overworked.
Yeah, well, Scattaboo too was he was a concussion machine.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't he say he didn't believe in concussions or some shit?
It's not like Santa or the Easter Bunny.
Hey, don't bring up Santa.
Why?
I might wake up one day after hearing a ghost that's moaning and Santa's sitting there. Are you Santa? Nope, I'm just the old biker dude that just fucked your mom. Oh, somebody just fucking bashed you. Cardinals will do a lot better than the Cowboys team will ever do. Those are fucking fighting words, huh, Travis?
Not this year. Who are the Cardinals gonna? Okay, they got Jeremiah Love. Listen, the Cowboys are plenty good at fucking up the season. That's without a doubt. But okay, yeah, you know what? We'll see what happens. I hope that motherfucker can throw it to himself.
Yep. He is highly talented.
Who is the Cardinals quarterback right now that they got rid of Kyler Murray?
It is that Billy Badass Jacoby Brisket.
Oh.
And Uncle Rico is their backup.
Yeah, like Jacoby
Behind
Brisket.
fucking Uncle Rico, they have Al Bundy.
Jacoby Brisket. Be like, man, he's way too black to be Jewish. Jacoby Brisket. Oh shit. Oh, the Tennessee isn't fucking around. They got their pick in right away.
Yeah, they're like, get that fucker off the stage.
Notre Dame, no additional issues. He is fine and now off the board, Rich.
So meanwhile, in the Tennessee draft room, you got to be thinking Brian Daboll, the new OC.
Oh, who we think the Bears are
And then the
picking?
defensive side of the ball, the Robert Sala's like,
Man.
we have a choice between Arvell
That's a
Reese
good
and
question.
Sonny Styles. Is that what we have right before? That's basically it, right?
Yeah, well, I don't
Definitely not a
see Cam
quarterback.
Ward in there either. I'm sure he'd like to weigh in on
Yeah,
this
that's
subject.
exactly
Yeah, I bet.
To me, I thought if Love
I mean,
got
they've got a
there, then
few
that was going
different
to be a
needs.
real interesting conversation of Love versus whichever of these
I would
Ohio
say
State
they
defenders
could use
is
the wide
there.
receiver
Now
after
they've
letting
got both Ohio State
what's his name
defenders
go?
there. There are needs
DJ
on
Moore.
offense. They've got more picks
I bet
later
you
on,
they're
so they're
going
going to
offense.
try and get one of these
I
Ohio
don't
State
think they're.
Buckeyes, plug
I
in
don't
and
think
let
they're
this
going to
defense
do
work
a
its
wide
style,
receiver.
and then try and
Well,
get
who
that
else?
offense
What other
going
wide
later
receivers
on
have they
in
got?
Your best guess who it might be?
I've been
I
saying
don't
Sonny
know.
Styles is put on
Well,
this earth.
I mean,
to
they don't
play
have
Robert
anybody else
Sala's
really.
defense. He's a perfect fit.
We got a 1 and a
Interesting,
2.
which would leave
We got
Arvell
a
Reese
1
for
and
the
a 2.
Giants, who are on the
I
clock
could
right
see,
now. Change. That's the
Caden
first of
Proctor.
their 2 picks in the top 10. But for the moment,
He's
the
an
Tennessee
offensive
Titans have
tackle
center
from
stage right
Alabama.
now. The commissioner is coming out with their pick.
I think offense.
Again, 8
I think
minutes
offense is
per team. So the
Bears
commissioner's
fan
getting his
68 just
steps
said.
in. I think his ring is probably already full, right?
There we go.
I would say they're going to go offensive line for the
With the
Bears.
4th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Carnell Tate.
Whoa!
Wide receiver, Ohio State.
For the first surprise of the night.
He gone.
Offense did rule the day in Tennessee. And the first Ohio State Buckeye to be named in this draft is Carnell
So far,
Tate,
no
the wide
surprises.
receiver, hugging his coach Ryan Day and the rest.
You know, I actually
his group.
I actually am a little surprised. I
It
thought
is
that
Carnell Tate
there'd be
beating Sonny Styles
that
and
quarterback
Arvell Reese
that
to the
was in the,
stage. How about them apples?
playoff.
We were in the
playoff
right
game
church
go.
in the wrong pew.
What's
Yeah,
his name?
Miami.
I mean, Ohio
Miami's,
State,
thank you.
and it's Carnell Tate. We've been
All right,
talking
you
about
should
it, though.
mute
I'm
that,
talking
too.
about it in free agency. Man, I wish they'd do more to help out Cam Ward. And you're sitting here saying, how
I would say the Bears. Bears are either going to go offensive line or defensive line. That's my guess. They're not going to go wide receiver. I could see them getting an edge rusher like T.J. Parker or Arvell Reese. But yeah, I'm not seeing wide receiver. Not seeing running back. Why would we get a quarterback? Caleb Williams is the fucking shit.
Speaking of pride,
There you go. There's your campaign shirt.
speaking of
You
pride,
can put a picture of Caleb Williams on there and say, I support the LGBTQ community, but it has to say no homo on
no,
there.
I support the LGBTQB community. Oh, why hasn't anybody thought of that yet? LGBTQB. Oh man. Man, the Bears website sucks. I'm trying to see who you guys' wide receivers even are right now, and it's fucking
Luther Burden, Roma Dunze.
yeah. Was that with the Luther and Romas? Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, Roma Dunze is good, but man, yeah,
Luther Burden's
you
good,
got to
too.
give somebody for him to for Caleb Williams to throw to, man. I mean, yeah, you got two good tight ends. You already got the backfield. You could use some offensive line work. Although, you guys picked up a couple of people this offseason off offensive line.
Yeah, but we also had our fucking center.
No, you
retire.
did. You had to center retire. You're right. You're right. Forgot about that for a second.
And everybody thought the Bears were going to go after that guy from the Bengals or what's his name from the Raiders. They didn't do either. So our defensive line is still.
Ooh, maybe the Bears trade their first round pick for George Pickens to the Cowboys. Oh, I would love it.
I think Luther Burden and Roma Dunze are pretty damn good for the price that the Bears pay for them. They're a hell of a lot cheaper than George Pickens.
They are, but still thinking CB or safety.
Cornerback or safety, man. This guy must
Maybe.
be fucking stoned. What the hell are you smoking today, there, Bears fan?
Hey, you guys know the Bears way more than I do. I think it's going to be offense. That's me. We'll see what happens, but I think Giants pick's already in, so you already got. All right, so let's see what this is. You've got a decent. I think they're going to go defense. They're going to have to. They just traded Dexter Lawrence. I bet it's going to be a defensive tackle. You don't have anybody there in the middle.
We'll go with an edge rusher. That's my guess. I'm going to say T.J. Parker is going to the Giants.
You've got some like Chet.
No, I'm just throwing a
that's
guess
what
out there.
What do you got in the background?
What do I have in the background?
Yeah.
My garage door opener.
Oh, okay. It looked kind of cool. I thought you did some effect.
Yeah, it's a fancy one.
Nah, I don't know. I lost my background because my thing's overheating and I didn't feel like restarting it.
The pick is in. Ooh, New York hired John Harbaugh.
Yeah, I know.
Sick.
I think it's definitely going to be a defensive.
FedEx, the new power move.
Can I get a Bud Light?
What
Sorry,
has
the
to
bar's
be.
not open yet. Oh, it's not for me. It's for the bride. She said, "Can I get the clean, crisp taste of a Bud Light?" Her words.
They've got a pretty good.
She actually wants. She wants three.
offense
She wants more of those
altogether.
deviled eggs,
You know what I
too.
mean?
Anything for the clean, crisp
You got
taste.
that
The Bud Light.
young white kid.
Nationwide is so much more than a great
Quarterback. You
insurance.
got
Brandon
a couple
Coley,
of good wide receivers. You got
Jablonski
some wide
Auto
receivers.
Body,
You got
LLC.
that Canterbury.
What'd
You
she
got,
call Harper? Oh, we actually sold the
the
twins'
offensive
name.
lines. I think it's going to be defensive line. Defensive line. If it's worth it for a
Defense is
big.
26.
Yeah. They need defensive line help. So
Yep. Bad.
nobody too good though, because they got to play the Cowboys twice a year. Well, they got the commercial break now. Well, now that we got everybody here, all right, I want to talk to you guys about Israel. I'm just joking.
Need a new mattress but confused by all the choices? At Mattress Firm, we make it easy. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match
That
you
would be
with
funny.
the perfect
Like,
mattress.
all of a sudden I
right
click a
now,
button
get
and it
any
turns
size
off
mattress
the
for one
NFL
price, starting at
draft screen and it goes
$219.99. Mattress
picture
Firm,
of, like-
we make sleep easy.
With the NFL app, your home for all things NFL.
It is time for football.
Oh,
Get the
snap.
news,
The first trade of the
the
draft
highlights,
just took place.
and deeper access with a subscription to NFL
Yep,
Plus.
so the Giants must have
For
traded
the
it.
picks,
I got
the
the alert on
moves,
my phone, but they haven't.
plays. all in one
Oh, you know it's
place.
going to be awesome.
Wow! Are you kidding me? All year long. Welcome home.
To the
Scan now and score
Cowboys.
40% off. NFL Plus.
No way. No way would they trade.
Welcome back to the Fast and Furious draft here in Pittsburgh. During the
Would
commercial
not
break,
happen.
the Chiefs, who traded a 3 and a 5 to move up 3 spots to 6, have made their pick. The Commanders are on the clock, but the Giants' first of 2 picks in the top 10 is about to be announced. The 5th overall pick in the draft. As soon as that pick came in, that's when the Chiefs traded up from 9 to 6. And again, they gave up a 3 and a 5 in this year's draft to do it. The Commanders are on the clock with 6 and change left, and the commissioner has the Giants pick with some guests.
In partnership with the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, TAPS, one of the NFL's Salute to Service partners, we are honored to recognize the surviving family of
Imagine
United
if you're
States Army
like
Major
one of the, you know, how they
Paul
always
C.
have like
Volke.
either kids in need or whatever, and you're like one of the ones that go up there and you get to read that they traded. You know what I mean? Like that's your
Major
read.
Volke sustained
The
tragic
Giants have
fatal
traded to
injuries while
Kansas
deployed
City,
in
one spot.
Afghanistan. He is survived by his
Chiefs traded,
spouse,
all right.
Tracy, and their 2 sons, Andrew and Benjamin.
Oh, yeah.
Major Volke
Edge
was
rusher.
raised in
You're
the
right,
Hudson
Keith.
Valley
Edge rush.
and was
We
a
said defensive
lifelong
line, though,
fan
didn't we?
of the New York Giants.
Arvell Reese.
A tradition he proudly passed on to his sons. Volke family,
Yeah, I'm
take it
seeing
away.
The app's giving me quicker spit out than this. Are we behind on this?
With the 5th overall pick of the
Like what-
2026 NFL Draft, the New York Football
Is the
Giants
TV
select
closer than my NFL premium?
Arvell Reese, linebacker from the Ohio State University.
So Arvell Reese does go off the board, but it's 5th
Look at that hair. It
overall.
looked like he got a tarantula on his
The
head.
Giants partners, if you will, at MetLife, their neighbors chose
Oh, let me
David
see
Bailey,
something.
leaving
Yeah.
Arvell Reese on the board, and he dropped all the way down to 5, and he's going to be a New York Giant. Daniel?
Oh, that's right where we were at. So I don't know. The TV must just be. It is what it is.
The TV is just a hair above or a hair faster, and then you're getting the alerts on your phone a lot faster than that.
Yeah. It's all right. I got my phone up now.
He's like, look at my bling, bling, bling.
Let me get that blang, blang, blang. I don't know. Just put the hat on. Just put the damn thing on your head. You knew you were gonna put a hat on tonight. All right. All right, I want to mute this guy again. Oh, it stayed muted. I never unmuted it. Ah. That's all right.
Oh.
Well, it says Commanders on the clock, so on the app.
Well, that's probably who your number 6 pick was, the Chiefs, and the Chiefs traded it.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's the Commanders after that. Just so stupid. Should still call them the Redskins.
Yep.
Honestly, I would have even kept it at the Washington football team. Like, at least that was kind of had like a classic kind of feel, you know. When they did this
They should
shit.
They should have changed it to the Beacons.
Oh. Well, it says next KC.
See, I think with the draft, as soon as you make your pick, come out and be like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Get the fuck off the stage. The next pick is in.
Right. I'm with you. Oh, the Browns, Chiefs and Browns traded.
Oh, so the Chiefs are moving up to 6th.
And the Browns went to 9th, and then they got the 3rd and the 5th. All right.
So the Browns are wanting to stack their team. What are the Chiefs going to take? Offensive line.
It's got to be. I mean, you figure you had Patrick Mahomes running for his life last year.
Yep. Was it offensive line pick worth trading up?
If it's good enough. If he's afraid he's not going to be there in 3 picks. You know what I mean? They must have really thought they were 1 pick away from going back to the Super Bowl to give up a 3rd and a 5th. You know what I mean? So they could have used the depth last year.
You can unmute it if you want.
Oh, cornerback. Wow. Yeah, thanks. You got to remind me for that because I can't hear it on my end for whatever reason.
Yeah. Oh, even when you're watching it, you're not hearing anything?
And in comes the highly talented corner out of LSU.
Yeah, and this is something you might want to get used to. In 2022, the Chiefs selected 5 defensive backs when they had some holes to fill.
I'm going to reload it so it gets us back to the updated. See, and then it pauses.
And the Saints, they don't need tackles, they need corners. So that's why they felt the need to part with those picks and go up and secure the, without a doubt, top corner in this year's draft class.
And I'm glad you addressed why, because a lot of people would look at it and say, you might have been able to stick at 9 and get it. That was the thing about a lot of mock drafts. But DJ articulated it so well. Washington, New Orleans both can be in the corner market. And there might be someone else who might have been up there. I love the way they're going through there and patting their teams or whoever select them are going through, almost like Notre Dame play like a champion today as they head out to the stage. I thought the improvement, Joel, from Virginia Tech to LSU, we saw opening night against Clemson. That's when it was like, he's going to be a different guy here. He was a different guy all year long.
Exactly right. It turned into a unanimous All-American. His ball production was fantastic. 31 pass breakups in his career. So he knows how to go after the football. Great football character and work ethic. That's what you get from the coaches.
I just remember when you go back to when McDuffie was coming out, it's like, he's a perfect player. He just doesn't have that rare size and length. And McDuffie, we know what he's become. I see some similarities here. He is always in phase, very sticky in man coverage. You referenced this game against Clemson, CD. You couldn't slip a piece of paper between him and the receivers in that game. He was outstanding. He's very smooth and fluid, and he can close the space. He ran in the high 4.3s, and that shows up. If you want to use any type of scheme zone, no problem. He's going to see it and trust his eyes break on the ball and go make a play. So McDuffie was incredibly smart as a football player, and they just added another incredibly smart DB to replace him.
Yeah, he clues really well, doesn't he? Sees it from wherever he is, able to react, fall off into coverage,
with you, man.
do all those things, and he tackles.
And Rich, you got to imagine
I'm
Kansas
with
City
you.
doesn't
Just
think
get
they're going to pick in the
just
top
get
10
your
much,
hat.
so they went
Get your
after
shit.
it.
Nobody even really likes
and got the guy that he wanted. It cost him a 3 and a 5.
Commissioner.
I'm sorry, you just said,
Everybody
wow,
hates the
this is
commissioner.
crazy. The Chiefs traded up to get you.
So
What did they
let's
tell you about why you
get
were
it.
so important to them?
Get
So
going.
really
I
just
guess on the
the
other
way I
side,
play the
playing devil's
game,
advocate, this
you
is
know, this
like
confidence they have in me, they
your,
weren't really on me too much in this process,
your-
but
your
they said they just
last,
wanted to keep it quiet and make that sneak move, and
you
they
know,
made the
your
best move in the
first
draft. So I'm
opportunity
excited.
of, you
You were
know, a lot
once
of
a
these
little
kids come
boy
from
dreaming of
nothing
this
and
very
shit,
night where you
know?
would become an NFL
now,
player. What
you
would that little boy say now?
Man, don't stop now. Don't stop now. You got what you dreamed of, but man, let's make a mark on this
Trying to
league.
be charitable.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It is one of those nights. Mansour Delane, the first corner taken. And again, the Commanders.
And we've got ourselves a
a
Commanders pick. The pick is already in. At least with them getting a little back.
just made their pick.
The Beacon.
That pick is in as well. We're about to get the Commanders pick. One would think, wouldn't you think they would cartwheel Sonny Styles' car to the podium?
I think it's a heck of a value. At this point in time, he's my third overall player to be there for the Commanders at pick 7. He's got a team that's pretty good too, in Caleb Downs.
Well, the Commanders, the hosts of next year's draft,
It's going to be
slated to be
defense,
held
I'm thinking.
on the Washington Mall, by the way, have their latest pick in right now in the hands of the commissioner, and he's got some gold jackets with him.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a
Lynn
bad
Swan coming on out here.
See, Jaden Daniels, the only reason Jaden Daniels is the same problem that you had with RG3, 15, 20 years ago, man. Is that RG3
The Walter
likes to run
Payton
his happy
NFL
ass
Man
all
of
over
the
the
Year
place,
Award,
but he's just this
presented
little
by
guy.
Nationwide,
And I remember sitting around
is awarded to
with
one
my,
player each year
with my girlfriend's
and celebrates
dad, and we were
their
talking about
profound
Jaden Daniels,
impact
and we were watching
on
him,
and off the field.
play football.
I'm joined
And I
on
was like, man, he
stage
reminds
by
me so
former
much of
winners
RG3.
Lynn
He's just
Swan
gonna-
and
he's gonna
Jerome
get
Bettis.
hit a few too many times, and he's gonna have a short career, man, just like RG3. And
the league welcomed
so
its
far,
newest member
he's
to
following
the
the path.
prestigious club 2 months ago. Super Bowl champion
He's
and
too little, man.
six-time
He's too little to be doing all that running
Bobby
around.
Wagner. Way to go, Bobby. On behalf of the Payton family and Nationwide, I encourage players drafted this week to
Why do I
make
have
their
that fucking song
community
in my head?
and the league a better place. You want to go for it, or you want me? With the 7th
Saints
pick
pick is in
in the 2026 NFL Draft,
Spit it
the
out.
Washington Commanders select Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State.
Ohio State has got a lot coming out of there.
So the third Buckeye in the first 7 is coming out of the green room. There's Papa Styles right there, who
Man, you would think
won
with
a
all
Super
them
Bowl
people
with.
being drafted
And there's Lorenzo
top 10
Jr.,
from Ohio State,
who we're expecting to hear his name from the podium at some point this weekend.
maybe at least the Big Ten.
This one is just made for Dan Quinn,
Well, I
right?
know they were
I
better
talked to
at Notre
Adam
Dame.
Peters this last week, the general manager in Washington. I was talking about Sonny Styles and how he would be a perfect
I don't
fit
know who
for
this
Robert
guy is,
Saleh
but
because he had
I
been
just
around
gotta- I
Fred
gotta
Warner
raise
in
you a
San
little bit.
Francisco. Well, Adam Peters had been around Fred Warner too. I just didn't think there was any chance
Waiting
Sonny
for the-
Styles would
something
be
about the
there for him to
Cowboys to
take.
pop up.
And so they
Who's-
take him right
who's
off the
not
board. He's got a physical presence. He's a
And
former
actually, my,
safety that dropped
my
down to
college team
linebacker.
is,
You see him working
I went to
downhill. He's
IU
not afraid of contact, but he can
for a
also
year,
shoot
so
gaps
kind
and
of
make
IU.
plays on the other side of the
But,
line of scrimmage.
I lived up in Wisconsin.
This was a question mark here. As a former safety, does he want to take
a few
guys on? He
years,
shows you yes.
So the Badgers are kind of my secondary team. Not that they do fuck all either, but I like the little fighting Badger. I like the little guy. I base my I'm gonna base my teams like a woman, where I base them off of what if they're my favorite color combinations or I like their mascot.
What are your color combinations? Brown and pink or white and pink?
I usually like to do 2 in one and 1 in the other. Waka waka waka. Let me hear that boom boom boom. God damn it. I need like a different song playing in the background.
Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles.
Well, New Orleans is next. What do you think about that?
New Orleans. They need a lot too. You know, I could see I keep saying wide receiver, and there's not a lot of wide receivers. There's been one go off the board so far, but I don't know. I think there's more wide receivers out there out and about than I don't know. We should take shots we should have created some sort of drinking game for this. You know what I mean? Like take a shot every time. Trying to get you white girl wasted.
Ooh. 7 minutes ago, Region News. Hebron man accused of bribing a trooper during an OWI arrest on I-65.
Oh. Who was it? You got a name?
Dushan D. Korowski. I don't know.
Deshaun?
Dushan, D-U-S-H-A-N. His last name is K-O-R-O-S-K-O-S-K-I. Tried to bribe him.
Didn't work. Unbribable.
Yep.
OWI, brother, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. You need to make better life choices.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, my brother in Christ, it is not even 8 o'clock. You're drunk right now. I mean, I'm drinking a beer. This is probably my second beer, but not saying that I haven't had days that I guess I can't say too much. Not saying that I wouldn't have days, but well, Keith's gonna go take a shit.
Oh, the battery's low.
Oh, I thought you. Low battery.
I will say that I have not had a fire. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I have not had a fire in my fire pit because a bunny hopped in there and made a nest in there and shit out some little kids.
Oh.
I was going to make a fire and I was like, what the hell? They had 4 little babies in there. That was,
Oh, look at you, you big old softy.
Oh, here, it gets worse.
You could have had a fire pit and some dinner.
I was talking to my buddy Aaron, and I told him about it, and he goes, "Can they get out of your fire pit?" I go, "I don't know." I go, "I looked at it last night, and I go, the bunnies were just hopping around in there. The mom was in there, destroyed the nest." And he goes, "They probably can't get out." Now, mind you, he's an old Southern asshole, hillbilly. Call him the hillbilly cock. And he's like, "You need to get them out of there before they die. They're probably starving to death." Well, today I come home. I'm like, "Yeah, I should probably go check on the bunnies, see what's going on."
Dead.
One was outside, hanging under like a tree branch, like by the fire pit, staying out of the sun. Now, mind you, it was hot today. It was in the 80s.
Yeah.
One was outside, dead. 2 were in the fire pit, hiding under some brush, trying to stay out of the sun, still alive. So I was like, "All right, girls." I had my daughters come out there. I'm like, "All right, we need to get these things and we'll go put them under the pine trees. Need to get them out of the sun. They're going to die. One's already dead." So we grabbed the one under the little brush pile that was outside of there, put him in the box. Grabbed another one, put it in the box. Peyton grabbed the third one, and it freaking died in her hands.
No kidding. Did you grab it too hard? Settle down there, Lenny.
Oh no, it was having like a heat stroke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was barely moving. It was barely moving. She picked it up, and that thing was done.
Ah, that sucks. Poor thing.
2 out of the 4 survived.
I remember my ex. We had a baby kitten. I'm sorry. Was there more story? Go ahead. I mean,
when I found him, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, I was setting it up for a fire, and I'm like, is that a bunch of fur in there? I go, God damn it. I moved the fur a little bit, and there they were, baby rabbit, no fur, eyes closed, no fur. And it's crazy that 3 weeks and these things are running around like little savages.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how bunny rabbits are, man. All right. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to see some wide receivers off the board.
Jordan Tyson.
I was saying wide receiver, but every time I said it, I was like, man, these guys could use a wide receiver, and they picked something else. So. He seems kind of little. I mean, I don't know how tall his mom is.
He's got some air. Just got how high he jumped.
I think he's quick.
Yeah, I just got an alert on my phone. PBD podcast. John Kiriakou, ex-CIA officer, is confronted over Zionist accusations. Ooh, are they going after him now?
Who knows? I mean, Patrick Bet-Davis. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Patrick Bet-David fan.
Yeah.
I've watched a couple of them. I just think he's just kind of I'm just not excited by anything he does. I don't know. Not even excited. I'm just not interested. Like, he just seems kind of like a bro. Like, he's like, oh, I know business. Okay, cool, fantastic. I don't know. I'm just not impressed. It don't impress me much. Cowboys are coming up.
All right, who are the Browns planning on taking to the Super Bowl?
Well, they backed up, so I doubt they're taking a QB. Well, maybe, unless they...
He's still on the board.
Yeah. Maybe. Offense, I'd say offensive line, man. I mean...
Dude, I hate to cut this short, but I think I'm going to stay for like probably the first 10 picks. I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I told you what I was doing today.
Right. That's why I asked if you were, you had to go take a shit. Keith's tummy's been hurting him.
Yeah. Yeah, my asshole's been exploding.
I'll probably stick on for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how. I mean, we're already on the 10th one. I don't know. I'll stick around.
What
I mean, the Bears ain't the 25.
Yeah, I know. It's because we're a fucking badass team.
Settle down. It's not 1985.
I think somebody's got to take that Miami quarterback here in the first round. And who the fuck is the Browns quarterback anyways?
The think they got a couple that are like mid-tier. One of them was that Sanders, Deion Sanders boy, Schroeder.
Oh, yeah. Shadur Sanders.
Shadur, barely know her. That's a lot of orange. They did get some more pieces. I mean, maybe they do take that QB, man.
Tonight is the Porter County GOP primary candidate forum.
Oh, where?
No, hold on, I'll pull it up. Brave, good, true Porter County Republicans. Tonight, Thursday, April 23rd at 6
Offensive
p.m.
tackle. Offensive tackle from Utah, Spencer Fano. It's coming on the app faster than they can read it. Yep, they got an offensive tackle.
So they're trying to shore up that line for Shadur Sanders.
Shooter.
Anyways, it was at Peddler's Pub.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had a huge turnout.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to get too, I don't want to do that. Well, this is supposed to be just sports for this, you know what I mean? So I don't want to get too into it, but yeah, dude, I don't know, man. The more and more I think about the last couple of shows and the last couple of things, I'm just like, man, it's not just a difference in where you think that you're going to get the most out of your vote, I guess, but it really is a difference of just, are you giving up or are you just going to fucking fight, Like there was a comment, let me see here, while we're talking about it, it was annoying me. Like there was some douchebag that commented on one clip, the one clip that I was drunk, obviously. And I said something along the lines of,
Oh, the Giants the pick is in for the Giants already? Holy shit.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's another offensive tackle, Francis Mauigoa. Yeah, honestly, I can have it's coming up faster on the app than it is anything. The Dolphins are already on the clock. But like this comment, because I said something about I'm gonna rage against the machine for my kid's future, and somebody's like, why? Because you have no intelligent way of voicing your disapproval. Sounds like your kids are going to suffer regardless. And shit like that, it just makes you go what the fuck are you talking about, man? You know what I mean? Did you even listen to any of it? So I don't know. It's annoying, but
what was that comment on?
it was on YouTube. That's all right though. Again, I generally speaking don't I don't know. I don't know. I just think that my general view of humanity dwindles every day. The Cowboys pick is already in.
Jesus.
Yeah, you sure you want to go to bed? This will be over in the next 20 minutes.
You're going to find out what the pick is before this Francis Magoo, gets his picture taken.
Francis Magoo? That's why he has the glasses on. He's like Mr. Magoo. Where am I? I can't see. So stupid. Sorry.
Well,
Which,
the
by
next
the
pick
way,
is the Cowboys, right?
yeah, it says the pick's already in. So the Dolphins are already on the clock.
What are you thinking for the Cowboys?
I think edge rusher or wide receiver, one of those two. We'll see what happens because
If it's a wide receiver, then they're going to trade Pickens. If
Yes.
it's an edge
Yes.
rusher, they'll keep him.
and there's only been a couple of wide receivers come off the board. I think there's still a couple of bigger names that haven't been picked yet. So, and the Cowboys are really good about not reaching, and the Cowboys are good at not drafting for need. The Cowboys do a good job of they actually draft pretty well. So let's see. I'm waiting to see when it hits my app. Oh man, he's on fire.
Yeah.
Oh man. I can't believe the Ravens let him go, dude. Oh, he's the younger brother of Jets linebacker Kiko Maugwa. It's kind of cool. American Samoa. Dude, American Samoans, honestly, if you have an opportunity to draft an American Samoa, just get the motherfucker. Like, seriously. Like they're just, you know.
They're just good.
What do we know about the Cowboys?
Trade.
Was there?
Cowboys trade.
All right. Hey, I don't hate it. 11th over. So they move back one spot for 2 5th-round picks? Fuck yeah. How about them Cowboys? Solid move. One pick. That's an easy one. I mean, I don't know if I'd celebrate that.
Them guys are all like, whip it out, Jerry Jones, whip it out.
Let me do a line off it. I do. The Cowboys aren't going to win shit until Jerry Jones dies. Don't get me wrong. Like all you know. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm also not. You know, it's not my religion. It's not like the Packers. You know, like you go up to the Packers can do no wrong.
Yeah.
When I lived up there, dude, it was crazy. Honestly, though, when I lived in Wisconsin, the coolest thing about it was, if you want to go grocery shopping, you wait till the Packers are playing on Sunday.
There's nobody there. Huh?
Nobody, and even the checkout people are like this, like looking at the TV, and they're like ringing your stuff up. Honestly, if you want to rob a bank, do it in Wisconsin as the Packers are playing the Bears. There won't be a soul.
Well, I mean, you traded the pick. Obviously, the next team knows what they want.
Yeah. So what would let's think about that for a second. You got the Dolphins. Their needs are wide receiver, cornerback. Oh, they just got rid of Tua. I bet you the Dolphins moved up a pick to grab that QB.
Yeah, the
Because
Cowboys weren't going to grab him anyways.
They weren't, but it's just like the Bears pulling up. I mean, is it worth 2 5th-round picks to make sure? Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
I don't, but the idiot Dolphins would.
But I think the Cowboys dropping back one pick. They need to trade that pick one more time, see if they can get a couple more picks for the 12th. For the 12th.
They got Malik Willis. Signed a 3-year, $45 million guaranteed deal. Man, I don't know. Do you grab that guy as a little backup? A little, Malik Willis already fizzled out on one team and then played really good for the Packers last year. So, I'll bet you. I'll bet you they grab that
Offensive
QB.
line or wide receiver. Nah, it ain't gonna be a QB.
Okay.
Offensive line or wide receiver.
Maybe. Maybe, baby, you can just sleep on it.
What's this? Vrabel seeking counseling.
Dude, he got caught cheating on his old lady.
So he's seeking counseling?
the Patriots way. Yeah, he was like caught in a bunch of stuff of him like fooling around on her or something. I don't, Yeah, Mozzie Smith was a bust. We got rid of his ass. But we got rid of his ass when we traded for Quinnen Williams, which was a good. Tyler Smith is good. Oh, man. We got safety. So, they got, unless... Wait. So did we move forward one for 2 5th round picks? Okay, I thought it was backwards. We moved up one for 2 5th round picks. Oh, so we didn't add. Okay.
Cowboys should sign Tua. That'll make them better. Caleb Downs, safety from.
He's a good safety. That's a good
Ohio
safety.
State.
Another from the Ohio State.
Oh, he was a junior.
Well, I mean, I guess the Cowboys could sign Tua to make them better, but I mean, if we really want to make ourselves better, we would really want Caleb Williams, right? That would be what we would want. Plus Tua, where's Tua at? He was already with another team.
Falcons?
Yes. Yes, because it's funny because you got 2 left-handed quarterbacks. You got Tua and you got Michael Penix Jr.
Yep.
We talked about that on the show. On the Disenfranchised podcast twice a week. I can't believe this week's going to be 19, man. This coming week's going to be 19 weeks that we've been doing this. Yeah, I had it backwards. My apologies, listeners. I can't read apparently. So they get moved up for 1 for 2 5th round picks. Yeah.
For Caleb. Okay. Sounds like a dumb move.
I mean, the Dolphins have safety need too, so maybe it made sense. Or they didn't think there was enough people that would make sense to fuck with in the 5th round. I don't know. But he's supposed to be a really good safety. So let's see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, we're still muted. I was going to unmute it, but... All right, let's watch a little footage here. Oh, good pick.
That's crazy, though. 4th, 5th, 7th, and 11th. The 4th, 5th, 7th, and 11th picks.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. What's that guy doing? What the fuck? Ah. Yeah.
All right, dude. I think I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to go take a shower and fucking go to bed.
Do it to it. I'll stick
Yeah.
around for a little while. I don't know if I'll stay all the way through 32, but I'll hang for a few. I'm going to see at least just go down to what the Bears do.
Maybe I'll pop on the Facebook one and I'll comment on here.
Go ahead. Do it to it.
Pick is in Miami.
Yeah, Miami kind of took their time on that.
I think if Miami was smart, they would take the quarterback from Miami.
That's a good point right here. Crazy to think Indiana still beat the brakes off Ohio. Just shows Cincinnati is the best coach. You're not wrong. We talked about that on the show, man. Like that's a solid take. I mean, and the funny thing about it was when it is offensive tackle. They went Alabama. Kadeen Proctor.
Oh, that's the guy I was hoping the Bears would have got.
But yeah, that's a good take on Indiana. You know, and that's why we were kind of wondering if when because you remember at the time when they
Look
won.
at the size of that guy.
Who?
He's a big. Oh shit! On my TV, it's a head. This guy is Kadeen Proctor's big.
Hey, big boy.
6'6" and 5'8". He's almost 6'7". See that? He's big. Holy shit! That girl's a giant too.
Right?
She's got to be every bit of 6'5".
There's prospects watching her, being like, "Hey,
yeah,
you would be at line."
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big old sumbitch. Oh, and he catches the ball? Fuck.
Well, he's still young and athletic right now.
Never mind. He's crying. You're crying. We don't want you. Stay in Miami.
The Rams pick is already in. The Ravens are on the clock. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. You don't know, man. He might have had a tough upbringing. You know? He might have never met his dad. You know?
My dad. That's what he's going to talk about up here. I remember when my dad left. He went to get a pack of smokes and a gallon of milk. Never came back.
Oh, Jesus. I ain't saying nothing, man. I ain't saying nothing, man. Hey, listen, man, a lot of these guys, they come from nothing. So, you know, I like to think that they,
Yeah, but a lot of these guys, they come from nothing, they get here, and when this is over, they return to nothing.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, that's why now the union has the players union has like classes that they're required to take and shit.
All right, man. I'm gonna go.
All right. Have a good shower.
Oh yeah.
I'll stay on here with our guests for at least a little bit longer.
Yeah, with our one watcher.
There's actually there's like 3 people. That's okay. Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate the one watcher. I ain't complaining, man.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the first time we're doing it. There's going to be plenty of other times where we do different sports stuff. We did different political shit. So we're down.
Yeah, but when it comes to sports, football is way better than anything else. So it's my favorite.
Well, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, that's obvious. You know.
All right, though.
Good
I'll
eye.
talk to you later.
I appreciate you. The ever beautiful Aaron Sutherland. Oh, no talkie? Hi.
All right, later, man.
She thought I got snippy with her earlier.
Oh.
I didn't. I just wasn't gonna like have a conversation. I was like, no, we're live, dude. I just wasn't gonna have like a conversation. So.
Well, bring her on the air with her. You might as well bring her on now. Talk.
She didn't want to. She didn't want to. Well, I might. Yeah, I might see if she wants to come on in here and mess about. So, yeah, easy peasy. All right, go shower.
All right.
I'll see you later.
All right, later.
All right, bye. And then there's just us. So now I'm actually going to talk about Israel. No, I'm just joking. No, that's not kosher, so to speak. It is summer, and I'm happy to have my summer shandy. I'm gonna turn
Your care team.
back off.
This is the new era of weight loss with Wegovy and Hims. Start today at Hims.com.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order right in front of you. Watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, anticipatory chewing, and happy claps.
Get the Boardwalk bundle with a number 2 sub for $10.99 for a limited time.
A sub above.
Although they did have Eli Manning, and I hate Eli Manning. You little bitch. Anybody that whines about who drafts them and gets their daddy to make a phone call loses all my respect.
We are a dozen picks in. There's Ruben Bain in the green room, built by Lowe's, waiting to hear his name being called from the U.
Here we go.
A dozen picks in. The Rams pick has been in for a good
Rams
almost
pick
10
is
minutes.
in.
The
What do we
Ravens have
got?
gone
What do
through
we
their
got?
entire 8 minutes.
They lost a
and they
cornerback
updated their
and a
pick. The
tackle.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock right now with pick 15. Ian Rappaport, let's get your thoughts right now.
Rich, at number 13 for the Rams, this is where the window opens for Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson. It's early. Yes, it is early, but listen to this. When the Simpson family was trying to make the decision about whether or not he should enter the draft or stay in school, they consulted, among other people, Rams GM Les Snead, who told the family Simpson is for sure a first-rounder. Now actually has the opportunity to make it happen.
Or that helps when you got somebody like Matthew
13th
Stafford.
overall is the
Matthew
Rams
Stafford's going to be
spot
he's going to be in
because
football forever.
the
Matthew
Atlanta
Stafford's going to be a head
Falcons
coach. I
traded
guarantee it.
this
He's gonna
pick to
be
the
a-
Rams in last year's draft to draft James Pierce Jr., for whom there was a bit of news
It's crazy
earlier
to think
today.
that
He
the
entered a
Lions couldn't
6-month
do
free
shit
trial
with him.
intervention program that could result in all charges of 3 felonies and a misdemeanor. They was charged and arrested in Florida in February after an incident involving his ex-girlfriend. If all his conditions are met and no jail time would come his way. But again, this is somebody that the Falcons traded a first-round pick last year to the Rams to choose, and they might not have him at all. But that's for another day. The Rams, 13th overall here. They had 29. That's what a lot of people thought they would take Ty Simpson, but this could be the spot.
Yeah, once that trade happened and they didn't have 29, I thought this might be off the table. But hearing Ian talk about it, if you look at it from 2 perspectives, from Ty Simpson's perspective, this is where absolutely you would love to go. You get a chance to go learn under the reigning MVP in Matthew Stafford, play for the elite offensive mind in Sean McVay. They can develop you properly, and you'll be put on the field when you're ready to be put on the field, and a great team and a great organization. The challenge I have with it is from the Rams situation. This is a team that was a player or two away from the Super Bowl last year that does have the reigning MVP on their roster at that position right now. And oh, by the way, the Super Bowl this next year is in their own building. So I thought this would be an opportunity to try and get that extra piece to help nudge them over the team in their division that hoisted the trophy last year. Or do they think long-term vision, and that leads to Simpson?
I know, CD, that they loved Caleb Downs. I think there was a lot of talk about Mekhi Lemon. Yes. Downs off the board, maybe Lemon here, but there seems to be some smoke around this Ty Simpson.
A lot of smoke around that one. It's just very interesting to me in doing it. But this is going to be one of the few times that quarterback taken 13th overall, if it does come down that way, has no pressure to play. Amazing.
With the 13th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Ty Simpson.
Okay.
Quarterback,
Ty
Alabama.
Simpson. Wow. They're getting ready for
This is the first big shocker of the night. The Rams
iteration
are taking
after
Ty Simpson,
Matthew Stafford,
13th overall.
Well,
The young man who was in the green room tonight, some thought he would have a very long stay there this evening and potentially linger into tomorrow night. A lot of folks thought it would be the Arizona Cardinals moving in to take him. He is going to play in the NFC West, just maybe not for a while. The Rams take him. Kurt Warner will take your thoughts first up.
I tell you what, guys, I think this is the perfect fit for Ty Simpson. You have the questions about his experience. You're in a perfect situation with a Super Bowl winning quarterback to say, hey, come in. We're going to grow you in this offense. We're going to give you a chance to grow and become the quarterback we think you can be for whenever that time comes when Matthew Stafford decides to move on. Being with Sean McVay, I think, is a perfect fit.
Let's go!
I talked about it. You see it on film. You see why he is a first-round draft pick on film. He makes throw after throw that is NFL-type throws in an NFL-type offense. So I think this is a great, perfect fit for Ty Simpson and the Rams to be able to bring him along and to be their quarterback in waiting.
He had to wait till his 4th year to get on the field at Alabama, so he's been patient before. The whole discussion wasn't about the ability that Kurt was talking about. It was the starts, the only 15 starts. So I'm going to give a freebie to Les Snead. The new shirt is bleep them starts because they don't care about that. They believe in the ability, and that's where they're going to go forward.
And you know that they will have a plan on developing it while he doesn't play. Because what if Matthew Stafford plays for the next 2 years? How does he develop during that time when he's getting no actual game time? Sean McVay and crew will have a plan on how they want to bring him along. That'll be interesting to watch. Didn't play until his 4th year at Bama. He may sit for another 2 years before he gets out on the field, a la someone like Jordan Love. Except Jordan Love played more ball in college.
When you watch him, though, you can see the effects of having a coach as a father. Everything is real clean and fluid and smooth.
His first 3-step drop was when he was 3.
Exactly. His feet and eyes are very connected. It's pretty to watch. You'll see him attack windows with anticipation. Here, this throw against Missouri, one of the best throws you'll see in college football this last year. And then he is a good athlete. He can use his legs to get out of some trouble, and they can also take off and get some of those free yards.
If you're looking
Here he is
at
throwing on the move against Georgia and delivering a strike.
site, you know,
there's a lot to like
and they
about
kind of
it.
give
The question
needs.
again was
Pretty
the
much
starts
all of
and the
them
lack
say
of
like
size.
needs:
But he's not
offensive
gonna have to get
line,
on the field for a couple
edge,
years. He
offensive
gets
line,
stronger, and he's gonna
edge.
be a master of this offense whenever he
You know,
eventually
Ravens
gets on the
also
field.
have like wide receiver down
Talk
as a necessity.
Ty Simpson probably feeling
Though I'd
all
really
of
go
those
offensive
emotions
line
right
with them
now,
though, because I do
and
feel
he's on
like
the
the
stage
Ravens
with
have been
Laura.
real close. So, but we'll see what happens, man. I don't.
Ty, your dad was your coach. He's been a coach for as long as you can remember. As you think about tonight, now
He
that
even
you're
looks like,
a first-round
Matthew Stafford.
NFL quarterback, how did he help you get here?
Like a young Matthew
First
Stafford
off, I
in
want to
that
give
same
all the
vein.
glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. The fact that I'm here on the NFL stage of the draft, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. But my dad, you know, he helped me along the way in everything possible, from sitting in meetings to quarterback drills. You know, shout out UT Martin and everything they've done for me as well.
Now you're going to play in an offense with the Rams. It's similar to the offense that you ran at Alabama. What are you most excited about in learning from Sean McVay and quarterback Matthew Stafford?
Yeah, I mean, two of the greatest minds in
why.
offense, especially with Coach McVay and the quarterback offensive standpoint, and then
wonder if
Matthew
he
is
has,
one
like,
of the
a
greatest
really,
of all
like,
time.
hard
So
ball,
I'm looking
you
forward
know?
to it.
Congratulations, Ty.
Thank you.
Or is he not putting them on? You know, or did he just have
All
a
right,
shitty
guys.
wide
Well, we
receiver?
know Les Snead liked Ty Simpson. He turned Sean McVay onto Ty
reality.
Simpson a long time ago. And Sean started watching this film and fell in love with Ty Simpson, those throws that DJ was showing you. And he decided that he needed to go have a conversation with Matt Stafford. That conversation happened today. And Matt Stafford was told that Ty Simpson will be here and Matt can play for as long as he wants. So Ty's just there for whenever Matt wants to step away. This is not anything imminent, but that conversation has taken place. It happened today. So Matt was aware that this pick was going to happen tonight.
Thank you, Joel Klatt. So the boo was, in fact, expected, not for the Ty Simpson pick or your information. The Ravens are on the clock in Pittsburgh, and they don't like that.
No,
They just don't like it.
this at all.
They don't like
You
this.
thought there was a reaction for Cleveland. Wait till now.
Well, this is coming down the pipe. It's the first pick of the Jesse Minter administration. Take it away, Commish.
I don't know. This is as much for the commission
With
as it
the
is for
14th
Baltimore.
pick in the 2026 NFL
Oh God,
Draft,
another offensive lineman.
the
I mean,
Baltimore Ravens select
we see some of the best teams.
Yowane,
Some of
guard,
the best teams.
Penn State.
Guard from
How about that
Penn
pick?
State.
Hey, man, we're going to
Oh,
Baltimore.
love it.
Superb. Penn State.
Oh, another
Vanga Ioane.
See, you got to grab them. When you get a chance to grab these guys, you get them. If they walk up there and they got that big,
and this guy is going to have Derrick Henry running
that shit around him.
Tyler Linderbaum's gone. He's now a Raider, so they replace him with a guard who can do a lot of the things Linderbaum does, just a bigger, more powerful version. Reminded me of Brandon Scherf when he was coming out of college, just big and powerful. He's a tone setter. You want to watch guys get thrown to the ground, you're going to enjoy watching his tape. He does not stop, and once he gets his hands on you, it's not going to end well. Again, drive and finish. Look at the ability. He's always doing this, and it's game after game after game. One of the more consistent players in the entire class. You can move him. They use him out in space. A lot of these creative formations that they utilize, CD, and you can see him just clean people up.
New coach, but an organization that knows who they are and lives up to who they are. Ioane is exactly what the Ravens like.
The Bucks pick when we come back. The Jets are on the clock with the Lions and Vikings right behind them, nearing the halfway point of the first night in Pittsburgh.
The 2026 NFL Draft is brought to you by American Express, now the official payments partner of the NFL.
A century ago, our founders made a promise to always take care of their own. That promise is still at the heart of everything we do, and why our members know we'll do what's right. USAA, taking care of our own.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper? Oh, we actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze, Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Football is a game of inches. But in the fight against cancer, the inches matter even more. Just like any fight, it starts with showing up. Small gains, one moment at a time. And when you add up all those inches, that's the difference between winning and losing.
I show up early. You should too.
The future of weight loss is here with Wegovy and Hims. Lose up to 20% of your body weight, starting at just $149 a month. For the first time ever, get the FDA-approved Wegovy pill or pen through Hims. No insurance needed. If prescribed, Hims connects you to a licensed provider to develop a personalized plan. Plus, ongoing support from your care team. This is the new era of weight loss with Wegovy and Hims. Start today at Hims.com.
We got this old mattress,
Waterbed,
and the receipt.
How about you beat it with a better deal on one of these fresh setups?
Everyone's got shit going on.
We can't do that.
It's not,
Verizon does. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal.
You're not as cool as Verizon.
I'm just gonna leave it.
Arena Club, let's go. You'll find the most sought after sports and Pokemon cards in the whole world. You can buy, sell, and trade cards all in one place. Every single one of their mystery packs are graded and you can buy them 24/7. Once you rip open a pack, you can keep them in a digital showroom or you can have the actual cards sent directly to your house. And they'll never show you a card they don't have. Super transparent. Trade with Arena Club today. Digital rips, physical cards.
Get 20% off. Download Arena Club or visit arenaclub.com now.
Hey, we got this old mattress,
Waterbed,
and the receipt.
How about you beat it with a better deal on one of these fresh setups?
We can't do that.
Verizon does. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal.
You're not as cool as Verizon.
I'm just gonna leave it.
It's time for Best Available, presented by American Express. Ruben Bain and Makai Lemon and Kenyon Sadiq are the top three available. Detroit's 17th overall is currently on the clock. While we're in the commercial break, the Jets made their second pick of the first round. We're waiting to hear on the Bucks' first pick. We're still just taking in the fact that Ty Simpson was drafted by the Los Angeles Rams, 13th overall. The last time, you might be wondering, that a team with the reigning MVP at quarterback, as we watch the Buccaneers celebrate their pick, the last team